Hello, this is Lady Alexandra. Welcome back to the Gypsy Witch Magic Shop. Today I'm talking about theories on the ancient origins of the tarot cards. Almost as fascinating and mysterious as the tarot cards themselves is their lack of proven origin. Different writers have proposed various geographical routes, including Spain, southern France, the Far East, and Egypt. And part of the tarot's richness is that it has elements in common with so many different countries, myths, and legends. One theory suggests that tarot originated in China, where playing cards were definitely used before the 11th century AD, but there is little other evidence to support this. India is a possible birthplace, and it is feasible that the four suits of the minor arcana could refer to the four castes of Hinduism: the cup to the priests or Brahmins, the sword to the warriors or Kshatriyas, the coin to the merchants or Vaisyas, and the rod to the serfs or Sudras. The major arcana has possible links with Buddhism. The fool could be the wandering monk whose path of enlightenment parallels the path taken by the tarot fool. The first documented appearance of the cards in Europe can be traced to 1392, when a sum was entered in the court ledger of King Charles VI of France. The entry stated that money had been paid to a painter by the name of Jacquemin Gringaner for 3 packs of cards illustrated in gold and diverse colors, ornamented with different devices. In 1377, a certain brother, Johannes, of Switzerland, wrote an essay in which he described a game of cards which outlined the state of the world as it was then, in terms of society's structure. He went on to say, however, that he was entirely ignorant of when it was invented, where, and by whom. He suggested that the cards portrayed kings, noblemen, and commoners, and could therefore be used for moral purposes to map out a society and its structure, and to teach people the lesson of knowing and keeping to their place. Brother Johannes appears to have taken the suits to represent the classes of society: cups for the churchmen, swords for the aristocracy, coins for the merchants, and wands for the peasants. At the time tarot first appeared in Europe, Christianity reigned more or less supreme. The church was busy stamping out paganism and vanquishing unorthodox Christian sects such as the Waldensians, Catharthi, and Bogomiles. The chivalric order of Knights Templar also fell from the church's favor early in the 14th century, and the order was destroyed. However, a large number of doctrines preached by heretical sects survived and are today collectively known as Gnosticism, meaning a belief in esoteric knowledge. Gnosticism often combined Indian, Chaldean, Persian, and Egyptian magical doctrines with Greek philosophy, Hebrew Kabbalistic belief, and teachings of early Christianity. It is from these Gnostic cults that many esoteric arts have evolved, including, quite possibly, the tarot. Ironically, many of the forbidden pagan cults and doctrines survived within the walls of the church, which was trying so hard to obliterate them, for the monasteries preserved documents on the old religions, including conjuring and spell books. As the images on the tarot cards are mainly pagan in origin, and the gods of the old religions become the devils of the new, The cards were sometimes referred to as the devil's books. It is probably for these reasons that many people even today fear that the tarot is something evil or devilish, connected with black magic and witchcraft. At the time of a revival in esoteric and occult interests in the 18th century, certain French occultists claimed that the tarot originated in Egypt and contained the purest doctrines of the Egyptian priests, who were said to have concealed secrets in the images of the cards to protect and preserve them from the uninitiated. They thought the cards had been brought into Europe by the gypsies, who were then believed to have emigrated from Egypt. The pioneer in this school of thought was Antoine Court de Gébelin, a clergyman deeply interested in the secret lore and doctrines of ancient Egypt. This was a subject which enjoyed extremely fashionable attention at the time, along with all sorts of other esoteric and occult matters. Court de Gébelin thought the tarot images of the major arcana were remnants of the Book of Thoth, and wrote a highly acclaimed book in which he connected the major arcana to the secret beliefs and traditions of ancient Egypt. He brought the tarot overnight recognition and made its use and understanding essential to all true occultists. According to Gébelin, the ancient custom was to stand in the temples of Thoth, whose walls were adorned with pictorial images representing the major forces governing the patterns of life. The person wishing to consult the gods would throw a loose bundle of rods at random, and as they fell with varying emphasis towards one image or another, the priests would interpret the patterns which were known as the words of the gods. Out of this custom grew the practice of carrying the images around in card form, the unbound leaves of the sacred book of Thoth, Hermes Trismegistus. In this way, consultation with the gods became much less complicated, and any room could be turned into a temple simply by producing the pack of cards. Thank you for watching. If you would like to order a tarot reading, a palm reading, or a crystal ball reading, please visit my website, gypsywitchmagic.com, or my Etsy shop. Thank you and have a wonderful day. Blessed be.